Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea. Around here we like to talk about scams, mostly MLMs. Yeah, at least that's what we're doing right now. So if you like that sort of thing, would love it if you stuck around, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And today we are actually going to talk about the fall of Finmore, aka Tranzact card. So let's get into it. So some of you might know that Tranzact card has changed its name to Finmore. They did that pretty much overnight. It really upset a lot of clients or distributors, not clients. Well, not really distributors. You get it, salespeople. So that happened. And then since then, they've still been making all the same promises. The card's going to come out, the store is going to happen, and then your Tranzact credits will transfer to Fin credits, and then they have this all cards program that allows you to use any of your credit and debit cards that exist in your wallet, and as you spend with those, you will get the dollar for dollar Fin credits, blah blah blah. So that's the whole thing that's supposed to be going on. And if you have been following Julie Anderson, I know some of you guys watch her videos and have discovered me from my live interview that I did with her. You know that Finmore is going downhill and that it is definitely just not what it used to be. So I wanted to share a video from another guy that has been kind of watching the ups and downs of this company, and we're going to go over his interpretation of it as well as share mine with his. What's interesting though, spoiler alert, he's kind of hopeful that it might actually still be something, and I definitely am not. We're going to get into that, and then I wanted to show you guys some posts from the Finmore group that I am in, the Finmore community group, to kind of show you guys that some people really are still hoping that this can be what was promised. And then there are also some people in there that you're really starting to notice they're seeing that this was kind of all a sham, I guess. Everything said in this video is my opinion. It's here for entertainment and informational purposes only, and the people that I am using, if I have not blocked off their name, it is because they have presented themselves as public figures. Let's go ahead and start the video.
Well, is this the end of Tranzact Card and Finmore? That is the question I've been asking myself all weekend long after I was on some private Zooms and watched some private videos that have been going around. And I think that's the question that a lot of people have been asking now for several months at least. I hope to cover that in this video and more. It's Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO. Hope you guys are having a great start of your week. It's here on the island. It's beautiful. I'm at my favorite little spot.
You know, it's funny, he's talking that people have been questioning this for the past couple of months, and I'm over here I knew back in November when I saw this in October, November when I made my first video, but I know this company Tranzact Card started last June, July or something, under that name, and then it switched names in less than a year. You guys, it switched names, and he's gonna actually talk about that too, and it's so ridiculous to even just to recap all the crap that's happened for this company is it's so entertaining even just to rewatch. It's entertaining and also sad for the people that fell for it, you know.
Cafe 180 here on the Emerald Coast, and it's a quiet morning. We are only at 40% capacity here on the island versus about 75 like last week. But I want to dig into the past, the present, and the future of Finmore, Tranzact Card, whatever we want to call them. We've been covering this now for close to a year, I believe, maybe a little less than that. And when I look at it, if we look at their past, it's been an uphill battle. The original founders of Tranzact had colorful backgrounds. It had a lot of tech failures and successes, but they had continued to try to do something without much success.
You mean those people have allegedly they have allegedly started previous Ponzi schemes multiple times. That's what he's talking about. I like that he said colorful backgrounds though. So politically correct. No, these people were scammers.
But they thought one last time, let's go about this. And Peter Rancy, who seems to be the financial money behind this outside of what they take in from other people. He had a mission to take on the banking industry. And that's what really piqued my curiosity, because I remember one of my mentors, Art Williams, took on the life insurance industry. The difference is Art had a personal reason for doing it. I'm not sure that Peter does, or especially.
Yeah, the personal reason is so he can make money through this alleged pyramid scheme. Like, or pyramid scheme, in my opinion. I don't know, however you want to phrase that. It's clear though that he was at the top of this, and he just tried to create, an additional Ponzi scheme, just like he did in his past, again, allegedly. But it's I like that he's like, yeah, he had no reason for doing this. And it's like, no, he did. And it's definitely to line his own pockets. And why on earth would we decide to make a banking MLM? I mean, it just seems ridiculous to start with, but it's gotten this far, and it's like, it just blows my mind.
Many of those people around him did. So they started to flounder very early on. They weren't able to deliver. They hyped up the opportunity. They talked about how you could be a franchise in a non-banking. It got really weird, to be quite honest. And people were out there saying, well, we're selling a banking franchise for $495. And then it was called a digital bank owner. And then it was called digital branch office. All the marketing, not necessarily from the company. I want to be very clear about this. But
I like that he's clear about that. So he's like, what he's saying, it's not the company's fault that these DBOs and basically like the people that decided to sign up for this company and spend that $400, $500, whatever the heck that number was. And then now it turned into like $200 when they changed the name to Finmore. But regardless, when you signed up to be that branch manager, or they're calling it a franchise, which is completely not okay. He's like, yeah, this isn't the company's fault that people have come up with this lingo. It's, it's the not distributors, but because again, they're not distributing anything, but it's the people that signed up for it. It's their fault. It's the customers and the whatever. So the people like you and me that can just go sign up for it because all the only requirements are having a heartbeat. But it's like, no, it still is the company's fault, regardless of what they said, because there was no solid like compliance rules to follow, and nobody in a compliance, they might have had a compliance like area in the company, but they weren't executing that and making sure that these people in the company that are representing their company are actually doing things right, which happens a lot with MLMs, where people are saying things they're not supposed to, and it's not the company's fault because it's not their job to track down every single person and make sure it's not their job to track down every single person to make sure that they are saying the right thing. All they do is say, these are our compliance rules, and if these people aren't following it, we told them what to do, so it's not our fault. Like, it's the company's fault. Like, just,
this is the stuff that was going on. And sure enough, real quickly, banks and financial institutions started to distance themselves. And then I felt very good because they brought in a fintech compliance team to clean up everything. And very quickly,
he says a fintech compliance team. So did they not have a compliance team when it was Tranzact card? He said, I am not completely sure whether they did have a compliance. All I'm saying is that if they did, they weren't doing their job to clean it up, which is why when they turn into Finmore, now what he is saying is that the Finmore compliance team are the people that came and cleaned everything up, because either Transact card didn't have a compliance place or a compliance team, or they just straight up didn't do anything that they were supposed to do. We don't know either way. At least I don't know either way.
I think the fintech team realized, well, if we're going to do this, it's going to cost a lot of money, because we've got to do KYC on this database, because there's been several databases poured into one, and there's not fresh KYC. Some of it didn't have KYC at all. It was a cluster, which made...
in that cluster, like with the databases kind of like merging into each other and all that, there ended up being an alleged database breach. So if you were a part of this company, please make sure you check that all your information is safe out there. Get one of those companies that can, get your information off the internet, and check if it is out there in a place that you did not authorize. Because that is super scary that can be a thing. So just keep in mind, an alleged data breach did happen with Tranzact card. And I also believe or think I heard, I don't know, there's so much back and forth with this, but I also think it either happened again when they changed to Finmore, or it just got more like traction that it allegedly happened when the company changed to Finmore. Correct me with whatever's there. Like I said, this is just alleged, and the information that I am seeing on the internet that's here, there, and everywhere because this company is such a clusterfuck.
Made me wonder, well, who was in the background guiding these folks? Who was supposed to be the not the financial, the legal person that was telling them what to do from the inside out, and how ignorant to the laws were they? And I don't mean they're stupid, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times legal eagles are.
I think they're stupid. I'll say it. My opinion, I think that's stupid. Why would you start such a huge company and then get so many people signed up for it and let it market and just go as fast as it did when it's a banking company, and then not have like your ass covered legally? That just seems stupid. Why would you, like, that's dumb. Like, that's literally dumb. Especially when also like they're saying that the leaders of this company and the people that started it at first, even if the one guy is not a part of it, I think he still is a part of the board. He's just not like the CEO anymore. But like, so you would think that these people know what they're doing, but obviously not, because he has scammed people before, allegedly. So here we are. I don't know. I still think they're stupid. That's the point.
To the laws were they? And I don't mean they're stupid, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times legal eagles are good at one thing, they're not good at everything. And I thought, man, there's just been a cluster here. Why did they fire the compliance team that actually knew what was going on? Why did they get rid of the second compliance team? Why did they get rid of some of their executives that actually knew the network marketing?
Because they got such a terrible reputation with the job that was done before they changed the name. That's why.
Business. So it was just a chaos. But yet I still believed, based on conversations that I had with inside people, that hey, this is a big mission. It's a mission that takes time. It's a technology play, so definitely there's going to be hiccups. And then they brought in one of my dear friends and someone that I work closely with, Brent Standing, is the CTO, and he was putting a team of people together that were smart, and they were going to do something. And then all of a sudden that fell apart, and we went from Tranzact card closing down but supposedly honoring refunds to Finmore with one of my other friends, Malin Campbell, coming in with one of her people to try to.
I'm curious too, because I'm seeing conflicting information in different groups that some people actually did get their refunds, some people are still trying to get their refunds, and also like people have ordered things and haven't gotten it. There's just like a lot of just mixed up, messed up information going around from people in and out of the company that just makes them look so terrible.
Clean the ship up, and it's just on to where it brings us now to the present, where executives have left. And then this weekend I was given the privilege of being on some private Zooms, and I was sent some private videos of people saying we're done, we're leaving. We believe that maybe if the company has long enough runway, they will succeed, but we need to put money in people's pockets.
So people like Randy, you guys know Randy. He moved on to Nilo Life or whatever the hell it's called, and he is not the only person that has moved on from Tranzact Card to another company, whether it's a new company, like a newer MLM, or just a different company with a different vision, which, is always the same underlying vision regardless. But yeah, that's just all part of the same shit show.
We made promises that have not been delivered. And then I found out that there's refunds that haven't been paid back, even though they were told refunds would be paid. And that's a problem right there. If somebody has stopped believing in you, if somebody says, I just want my money back, then you should not have spent all the money. You should be able to give them their money back. That's just the right thing to do.
It's wild to me, like, what did they even spend the money on? Because, like, they didn't have to do any marketing because it's an MLM. So, you know, the people that sign up for it or do the marketing are doing the marketing for them. So that's not where the money went. The money wasn't going to products or the production of these cards, like nothing. So it's like, what on earth did they even spend the money on that they can't refund all these people? It doesn't make sense.
If you hurt enough people and you take from enough people, then they will find an attorney and they will file a class action lawsuit, or they'll go to regulators, and it's all because somebody's dreams didn't get fulfilled. And sometimes it is the executive, sometimes it's the financiers, but this is part of life. You have to have a contingency plan to make this work. So where do I think the future?
You know why they didn't have a contingency plan? You want to know why I think they didn't have a contingency plan? Of course, you're here for my opinions, right? Or you're here to express yours in the comments. That's fine. Let's do this together. Because it was a whole ass scam in the first place, and all he wanted to do was get money from a bunch of people. Everybody at the top, that's all they wanted, just to get money. That's it. And then, whoopah, they just disappear. Whoosh, disappear. Just puff of smoke, gone. They take your money, and then now they're gone. Like, it was all a show. It was all 100% a show, in my opinion, that this is just the scammiest of scams. Well, I'm sure there's more coming, but you know what I mean.
Is going to be that's the key. Where is Finmore? What is the potential? They're going to need deep pockets, is what they're going to need to have the long runway that they're going to need now that people have started to exit the business. And maybe these folks are only going to exit the income opportunity side of this. Maybe they'll continue on as members and be paying whatever the membership fee is. Maybe eventually debit cards from a bank will get to be delivered. Maybe this new program where any credit card will work, and maybe that will be exciting enough for them to make it happen. I don't know. That's the problem with trying to figure out the future.
Nobody knows, Troy. Nobody knows. And it sucks. You know, it just really, really sucks that we're all like feeling the same way on the inside and the outside. You know, just seeing this, what, you know, the anti-mlm community saw immediately as a scam and seeing it actually come to fruition. I mean, nobody actually wants that. We don't want that for people. Like, that sucks to see so many people lose money. But here we are.
What you do know is that it's going to take a lot of money. It's going to take a long runway to make this work, because this company doesn't have any proprietary technology, if you will. They've got to rely on third-party people. They got to rely on banks. They got to rely on processors. They've got to rely on crypto. They got to rely on a third-party education company, third-party travel portals. Whatever it is, it's all third-party. So really, the company is just a marketing technology platform, if you will, for lack of a better word. So we've got to find this out. They're going to have to make sure that their data is fully KYC before any financial institution is really going to do long-term business with them. So the question is, will they do KYC, or is this database just full of people that wanted to make a quick buck? I don't know that. But obviously, based on past, we know that the KYC hasn't worked fully, because lots of people have quit, lots of people have left.
It's even on his mind that, like, do we think people were just in here making this so they can make a quick buck? Like, he even is thinking it. And it's like, so that did cross your mind, and I'm sure it crossed the mind of many other people that have since left this company.
Lots of people did not do KYC. They've got to stop spinning the story. They've got to be willing to go forward and say, this is where we fell short. This was our hiccups. This is the strategy where we thought we had it down, but we didn't. This is what makes giant companies successful, whether they're Southwest Airlines, Disney, Microsoft, Apple, it doesn't matter. Tylenol. When a company flounders, when there's a problem, you don't try to spin it, you don't try to cover it up. None of that. If there's a communication,
I feel like a lot of companies do that, especially network marketing companies. Oh, something's going wrong. Don't let them know. Just shh. It's fine. We'll fix it before they even notice. I feel like that because that's definitely what they try to do. And I know we've seen other companies do this for sure.
marketing person telling them that, then they're lying to them. Okay, then that person really doesn't know what they're talking about, because we live in a post-trust era where you have to be honest, you have to be straightforward. They're going to have financial institutions who will do business with them. They're going to have to be able to build that trust, or in some cases build trust back. I've said in the past, before I close, and I'll say it again, I see the vision that was here by Peter Rancy as one that's it's big. You're wanting to bring banking to the underbanked, or the non-banked, if you will. You want to give them the same opportunity that middle America or the affluent America has, and then maybe to the whole world. I can commend them on that. Art Williams.
What did they need banking for? I mean, you don't need to open a bank as just a regular American citizen. What is this opportunity that he's talking about? That he saw the vision? What, that you needed a different bank? The thing is like they're just linking their regular banks. These aren't people that don't have banking opportunities, especially right now, because you're seeing that their other thing that they're offering is like the whole thing was to link your Tranzact card to your regular bank account. Or to link the all cards program now, because that's what it is, to your existing bank account. So it's like, what banking offerings are there? You're just trying to sell this new cashback opportunity or points back opportunity as something bigger than any other cashback opportunity, when like the store had nothing in it. Like what? No, Troy, how did you see the vision? Because I guess I didn't see it the way you did. To me, the vision there is just, it, in my opinion, it's just stupid, because it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. You can't, it's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end of this.
Had that passion when he launched A.L. Williams and took on the insurance industry, but here's what he had. He had life insurance companies that said, this is a war worth fighting, and we're willing to go to battle with you. You could be like Legal Shield, who was the prepaid legal at the time. They took on the legal industry, but they had attorneys that were willing to fight with them to say, yes, we need to make legal services available for middle America. We got to be able to do this. That works.
Again, this isn't banking services. They're not offering banking services to anybody. It's not a bank. It's literally not a bank. It's just not. That's just not what this is. You can deposit your money into a Tranzact card. You can't, like, it's not what it is. So this comparison, like, I can't, I'm annoyed. Can you tell?
Could be an EXP Realty who says, look, we're going to stop making the broker the hero. We're going to make the agents the hero. And you go out there and you take on and you flip an industry upside down. All of this is possible. The question is it probable? I don't know that. So if you're going to stay with Finmore and Tranzact, buckle under, be prepared, take time, focus. Don't expect it all to happen overnight, because it won't happen overnight. There's no way at all. My professional belief is that if they do not pay back legitimate refunds that are needed to pay back, if Peter Rancy doesn't have probably $3 to $5 million to really put into this and do it right, if he doesn't have strategic partners that are willing to come alongside of them and do this right, then this company will become one of many hundreds of thousands maybe that had great ideas and never finished. You know, I don't have a problem with the tension. Tension is good. It's like a rubber band. Rubber band only works if there's tension. But the problem is when the tension goes too far, there's a breaking point, and then it's useless for everyone. So you figure out where you need to be, you figure out what you need to do. As for me, I believe that this company right here has potential, but it's going to take a lot more than what they've done so far. And looking at the last year or so, I would say they need a whole brand new focus, a whole brand new vision, a whole brand new outlook to make this work. They will not be able to do it with the old team. They will not be able to do it with the old philosophy. They will not be able to do it with their old marketing. They have to be willing to say, look, we're willing to do
with the old marketing. So does that mean that they shouldn't even make it a network marketing company? Yes. Yes, that's what I think.
things the way we need to do it in a post-trust era in order to win the confidence and the loyalty of those people that we're trying to serve. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're a Main Street entrepreneur, act like it.
Okay, thanks, Troy. So Troy's opinions are so interesting to me because, like, it's like he doesn't want to say that it was a total scam, but like he's kind of saying like, yo, this was not a good idea. So let's get into some of the posts that I've seen in the Finmore community. You will notice that I have blocked off my own photos as well as my own name, because it says, when you take the screenshots, it says reply as your name, because I don't want to get kicked out in case, more shit hits the fan and it gets interesting. So, and then I try to block out everybody else's name as well because it is a private group. These people are private citizens. I just want to talk about their comments. So this person said, do we still get the Z bucks from Tranzact? And it says, no, everyone is receiving Fin credits when they are enrolled in all cards. And one can also transfer their Z-Bucks to Fin credits. Also, the Fin credits are doubled. $1 spent equals 2 Fin credits until the end of the year. So I haven't received a Fin credit yet, and I changed over to all cards when we were first able to. And then a reply says, this was addressed in the call this morning. Also, I would delete your cards and relink them. This has been a suggested issue to help fix it. I don't want to have to do that. I think that's ridiculous. It's like the IT. Did you try turning it off and then turning it back on again? Like that's the solution. Yeah, so it says, I've never got a Tranzact card, so I don't know how I'm going to get a Fin card, right? This all seems really sketchy. So right here, we can see that there are people that are still signed up for this as either members or DBOs, and they're just like, dude, I don't think it's going to happen. So it's nice that people are starting to kind of wake up and see this for what it is. Another response is, I have 7 cards registered and I paid for 2 months. I've used these cards on the daily and I haven't received any Fin credits. So how frustrating is that you're like involved with this and you're just not getting anything? Like nothing is as promised, not even as basic as like the all cards, which was supposed to be the solution, even if it's supposed to be a temporary solution to never sending the cards out, which I don't think they're going to. But the temporary solution is still not even a solution. And then, yeah, somebody said paid for 2 months. It's like, yeah, because you have to pay whatever the monthly fee is to use the all cards, whether it's $3 a month. I don't care if it's expensive or not. It's stupid that you have to pay for it in the first place because you should have been getting the Tranzact cards. So your solution is to make people pay for the solution. That's just stupid. I bought something from the Z-Bucks. I bought something with Z-Bucks right before it changed to Finmore, and I have not received it yet and was charged a shipping fee. Nothing. So that's funny too not funny, that's kind of BS that you were charged shipping after all this. Like, okay, so just pay shipping? I don't know. I think shouldn't your Fin credits still cover the shipping cost? I'm just saying, I mean, if it's supposed to be used like cash, right? But they're saying they'll refund you. Are they refunding you with Fin credits or are they refunding you with cash? I'm assuming Fin credits, but it's still ridiculous. And then the one person says, me neither, was charged for shipping but never received the hat. Oh, darling, if you're upset about a hat, just let it go. Like, I mean, oh, you bought your hat with imaginary money anyways, let's be real. I am not 100% sure. I must not have taken a screenshot from this one, and this is where I get confused. I didn't take a screenshot of this particular post, but the comments are still good. So it says, waste same speech for the last 6 months. So I'm assuming so this was a post about like one of the Saturday calls or whatever, the Zoom calls that they've been doing weekly, and I forgot which one it was, but the comments give it enough context where it says this is a waste or waste. Same speech for 6 months. Where are the cards? That's the question that deserves an answer. And somebody responded to that, yes, that's what I want to know. And then somebody goes, well, be nice. Like, no, No, I need answers. And being nice clearly hasn't worked, and sitting in the background hasn't worked for any of these people. So no, we're not going to be nice. And this person says, please try to catch the Saturday Nooms. Saturday Nooms. Please try to catch the Saturday Zooms. Peter was on and specifically talked about this. It was an awesome noon Zoom too, with screenshots of the coming store and an update on the card. But I mean, why do I have to watch the Zooms like to get that information? Why do these people have to take the time out of their day to watch these hour or 2 hour long Zooms, however long they are? Why do they have to waste their time to catch it live? There should also be like a newsletter or something. Like they should be getting these answers without trying to jump through hoops and figure out where the hell the answers are. Like this is ridiculous. So this was the Monday Momentum call, and it says, come learn how to block out the noise around you and build. Come learn how to block out the noise. This is so like ignore the haters. Yeah, yikes. Just the fact that they wrote that is pretty gross. And then somebody said, when will support answer the questions and when will our credits show up on the main page in our back office? They are not increasing, and I paid $249 and nothing to date. I have had well over 30,000 Z-Bucks in Fin credits, but my credit card transactions are not showing up. Also, as VP slash executive, nothing showing for commissions. They need to fix this. So they still haven't paid their commissions either. After all this time, no commissions have been paid. And which commissions from recruiting, I guess, I don't know. However, they're getting their commissions. No commissions have been paid. And then nobody's even they're having trouble transferring their Z-Bucks, and they're not getting any more Z-Bucks, even though they're paying for this all cards thing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And you see more than one person angry about the same thing. And then somebody said, I would say we've seen the whole story. I've seen this same game unfold before, and nobody below the top wins, and this is why you see some of the top end rolling on to the next big thing so they can keep their cash flow going. So again, like we mentioned before, people like Randy and other people at the top that are moving on to other companies to keep their cash flow going because they're seeing this just explode and just the carpet being ripped out from underneath their feet. And then speaking for me and other people I know that have joined, for $25, we just want our cards so we can start swiping. So people are literally still waiting for the cards. So because they don't want to pay for that solution to link their all cards. And also it's not even working. It's very clear. And then their solution every time is just to join the Saturday corporate call, and like they'll address it. And it's like, why can't they just say the information here? Why can't there just be a place to go that has the answers? Like they have a Q&A on the website. Like, why don't they have that? Like, where is this coming from? They should be getting these updates and emails. They shouldn't have to wait for the Saturday call for these like legitimate concerns. And then somebody else said, I would like to know when my Fin credits are going to start showing up for using my cards. I am signed up for all cards. And then somebody else said, I'm looking forward to the update. I transferred my points to Finmore, now waiting to get approval for all cards. There's a glitch somewhere. I'll keep trying. Yikes. Babe, don't keep trying. I think you should just let this go. Try to get your refund. That's what you should be trying to do. And then somebody else said they're excited. And then somebody said, you would prefer zero communication coming from corporate? That's silly. This past Saturday had a good portion spent talking and showing that all cards and possible areas that might need to get fixed on our end. Earlier this month, we had exciting slide deck on the store, and I took screenshots, and my FMs are excited. My only wish is they would run a repeat on Saturday and Monday Zooms a day later and more, so people have a chance to fit them into their schedule. See, that's a good point. Again, what I just said, how come it's so hard to, if that's where the information is and they're addressing all these issues, why is it only like one time that people have to catch this live and hope it fits into their schedule to get answers? It should always be in another place, and it shouldn't be this hard. And then somebody said, yeah, it's a mess. Competition is so hard. The enemies did their worst, but Peter and Malin are not giving up. Like Rocky Balboa, we will keep getting back up until we win. Oh, honey. Oh God, that's just so sad that people are like so indoctrinated in this and they really do think that it is going to change. And then somebody responded, if you're not happy, please move on. I have the same problem and I lose nothing as I wait. Babe, you're just losing money and you're losing time, valuable time that you could start using something different. I mean, I'm assuming like with these with the refunds that are happening, I don't know if there was a certain time limit of when they switched to Finmore from Tranzact card. Was there a certain time limit that you could wait to get your refund? Because that means that time is money. Money that you could have gotten back if you had opened your eyes sooner. It's just really sad that these people are still like really into this. And then somebody said, my bank and major credit card were attached to the Finmore account and I went in there today and they're gone. Yikes. So people are repeatedly having to put their information in and they're blaming it on changing your. Oh my God, that can happen sometimes for different reasons, like changing the bank password or using a VPN. Just reattach it and it will collect any transactions that were missed. I don't know, man. VPNs are there to protect your information, and I don't want to take off my VPN to do this. I don't know. I know for some things you do have to like disconnect your VPN to make it work right, and then you can reattach it. But just like, why do I have to keep reattaching my cards? Like, why? This is so dumb. And you should be getting an email notification saying, hey, you changed your bank password. So please re-enter your information so we can make sure you don't miss a transaction for the cards. Like, there should be a system like that, but there's not, because it's just a clusterfuck and it's not even working properly. And somebody's mad and says, when is the store opening? And then again, the same answer, jump on the Saturday morning corporate update for all the juicy details. Don't jump on that corporate update. Do not waste your time. If you are seeing this video and you made it to the end, thank you. I'm proud of you. If you are a part of Finmore and you are interested in what's going on, you actually heard me out, and I hope you watch other creators, and I hope you realize that this company is going to continue sucking the life out of you. Not the life out of you. It's going to continue taking your money, and it's going to continue taking up your time, and you're going to have to waste that time watching corporate calls just to get no answers. And so I would say give this up. It's time to move on. Welcome to the anti-MLM side, or wherever you want to be. This is a safe space for you. I'm sorry you got scammed, and it is not okay, and we have to stop these companies from doing this bullcrap. So, again, if you made it to the end of this video, comment a little puppy emoji, just because I like puppies. So, and who doesn't? And thank you for watching this entire video. I'm gonna wrap this up because I have some other things to do today. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week or whenever you're watching this. Again, my name is Chelsea. Like, subscribe, follow me on all socials at Platinum Chelsea, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.